storybook bridge. I mean, that's what I'm calling it today. That's where I'm at, but I'm not here for the bridge. Looking nice though. I'm here for those. Those are loquats. And despite their name, they're kind of high up, actually. And I've got to figure out a way to get those off of that tree. You can tell how small that tree is. I thought about just climbing it, but I don't want to break the tree. And actually, this tree is not even the ones that I want because these are kind of yellow, so they're not quite ripe. But the ones I want are over there in that tree. So it's even taller, a little bit more difficult to get to. And they're out there on that specific limb. So I got to figure out a way to do it. Ray is impressed by little that I've done in my life. But if I can bring her back some loquats, that is true love. To make my loquat picker, I'm going to use a wine crate because Ray finds these wine crates all the time next to the dumpster. Now, I emphasize that these are next to the dumpster because, well, in my mind, there's a big difference between something being in a dumpster and next to the dumpster. You know, proximity. And I'm using skewers because I got some left over from the pasta rack. Why, though, am I making a loquat picker? I mean, really. I mean, we live in Italy. To spend this much time and effort, I should really just go down to a market and probably get some delicious loquats. I don't know. I mean, I guess it has something to do with growing up next to my grandparents' farm. And on the rare occasion when I wasn't extremely lazy, I would go out and help my aunt, uncle, and cousin pick some of the crop. I mean, maybe it was collard greens. Maybe it was turnip greens. Maybe it was mustard greens. I guess we had a lot of greens. But whatever the case, I would go out and we would spend all day in the hot sun picking these greens. And at the end of the day, I was like, I am never doing that again. Until the next day, and my cousin would call me and say, hey, you want to hang out in the field? We're going to be picking greens. Well, yeah. And on top of that, for fun, we would do this because my parents would take us on vacation, and one of the first things we would do is look for a you-pick farm. Maybe it was corn, which was really terrible because after you picked the corn, then you had to shuck the corn all night, which I love corn, but I hate corn. And at the end of the night, I'd be like, I am never doing that again until we'd pass by like a peach orchard. And I'd be like, yeah, let's stop. And then we'd do the same thing again. Now, I thought those days were behind me until I got married. And then Ray and I ended up living in an orange grove that Ray's grandfather had planted. And those oranges were incredibly delicious. The problem was they all kind of came ripe, it seemed like, at the same time. And so you'd spend day after day picking all of these oranges. And at the end of the pick, I would be like, I am never doing that again. Until our friends would call us up and say, hey, we passed by a strawberry field that said you pick. You want to go? Yeah! And then again, we would spend, a hot day out in the hot sun. And I would say, I'm never doing that again. Yet I find myself here, once again, doing the same thing. Hard work. Why? Why work so hard for your food? I guess it has to do with the fact that by picking your own food, you're able to get as close as possible to the magic of the food growing. And it is magic, the way the earth produces such incredible food. It is an experience really like no other. And if you ever get an opportunity to go to a you-pick farm or to grow your own food, or to even go to a produce market, a produce stand, and talk to the farmer and get the story behind the food, it is an incredible experience. And I can tell you, it will taste better. It tastes better because it is better. This is as fresh as your food will ever be. And to experience that wonder of how the earth grows food, you won't just be eating, you'll be experiencing food in a whole new way. You won't regret it. Do it. Although I might regret making this thing. I see you up there, Loquats. I'm coming for you. Mm-hmm. There's two. I guess you quit. No. I gotta go for more. Get in my box. Come on. Ooh. I dropped one. I will save you. I will save you. I see you, Loquat. Don't worry. I'm trying to get you. Yeah. Just where'd you go? Oh yeah! Loquat! Loquat rescue. I mean, I don't know about a rescue, and I'm gonna eat you. Yay! After dropping a couple of fruit into the stream, we've had to redesign the loquat. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. It's picking a loquat, so it's gonna be the loquat. And it's kind of low. But what was happening was the fruit, as I was pushing up, those limbs are very flexible, and so the fruit was just getting pushed to here, and then as it came off, it would slip over the lip and into the stream. That's not acceptable. So now we have a set of short prongs here at the top, and the fruit should stay somewhere right around here. We still have a deep bottom where the fruit can fall into, and we can get fruit with both going this way and that way. I mean, that's the idea, right? With the loquat. Seems like I could have come up with a better name. Of course, they could have came up with a better name than loquat too, right? High quat, because that's what they are, high. Look at that. Whew. I mean, I don't know why I just touched him. Look, in just a few short minutes, I've been able to get a few, and I found out that it has less to do with the color and more to do with how they give a little bit, the flesh on them. So if they come off very easily, they're probably ripe and delicious. If, you know, you got to tug on them a little bit, you need to move on to the next bunch because they're not quite ripe. And when they're not ripe, they are tart, but when they are ripe, oh yeah. I don't know why I keep touching them. They are delicious. I think Ray's going to be impressed. All right, I don't really know. Not much impresses her. But I mean, a loquat in a loquat, come on. Hey! Hey!
Yes!
Remember that time when you thought I was going to get you diamonds? And I didn't? Well, this time, I picked you a fruit that tastes like diamonds. Loquats. Loquats in a loquat.
Wow, okay, that is just as good.
You can't eat a diamond, right? You just wear it. So these are better than diamonds. Because you can eat these. And you could wear them, you know, like with earrings or like a ring, you know. So I got you something better than diamonds. Loquats, loquat. Yeah, try it. I'll send some up.
a limone and a lemon. With a little bit of a floral kick.
Just save me one, right? Just one, couple maybe? One?